When the original Canon EOS R3 launched in 2021, it immediately made a statement. It wasn't just another mirrorless camera, it felt like Canon addressing a specific group of professionals, sports shooters, wildlife photographers, and photojournalists, who had longed for the balance, authority, and reliability once found in the classic 1D DSLR line. Holding the R3, even for a few minutes, leaves a distinct impression: purposeful weight, thoughtful design, and a body built for long sessions under demanding conditions. Its presence tells you it's meant to perform, not just look impressive on paper. Today, attention is slowly shifting to what comes next, the Canon R3 Mark II. While no official announcement has yet been made, early leaks, rumors, and patterns in Canon's product strategy offer us valuable insight into what this next-generation professional mirrorless body could deliver. Timing is always a crucial factor for Canon. Historically, Canon aligns announcements for flagship professional cameras with major global sporting events. The upcoming Milan Olympics, for example, sit perfectly within Canon's traditional launch window. Additionally, the original 3 South African rand is approaching 4 years in the market, which is a significant tenure for a performance-driven camera. In a mirrorless landscape that has evolved rapidly since 2021, the expectations for a successor are higher than ever. Competitors have advanced aggressively. Sony pushed high-speed global shutter performance forward, Nikon refined stacked sensor designs, and Canon responded with the EOS R1. Naturally, the question arises, where does the Canon R3 Mark II fit within this ecosystem, and how will it evolve without encroaching on the territory of the R1? The discussion around the Canon R3 Mark II starts with the sensor. The original R3 featured a 24-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor, which was never about achieving headline-grabbing numbers. Its design prioritized readout speed, minimal rolling shutter, and reliable performance in fast-action environments. Rumors for the R3 Mark II suggest that Canon may continue this philosophy, emphasizing speed and efficiency over sheer resolution. This aligns with the R3 lineage, where responsiveness and real-world reliability are far more important than pushing megapixel counts. There is even speculation about a global shutter-inspired approach or something approximating it. In practical terms, this would dramatically reduce rolling distortion caused by fast panning or flickering stadium LED lights, both of which can interfere with professional sports photography. High ISO performance remains another essential factor. The original R3 earned praise for its ability to deliver clean files well beyond ISO 12800, which helped professionals maintain confidence in low-light environments. The expectation is that the Canon R3 Mark II will preserve, if not improve, this characteristic. By keeping resolution moderate, Canon can maintain buffer depth and burst capabilities, critical considerations when shooting fleeting moments that cannot be recreated. In high-pressure assignments, every frame counts, and the sensor alone cannot carry this burden. Processing power is equally vital. The original R3's Digic X processor, while impressive, is beginning to show its age. Although Canon introduced the Digic accelerator to support AI-driven tasks, core imaging processes still rely on older architecture. The Canon R3 Mark II would likely benefit from a refreshed processing pipeline. A modern processor would enhance noise handling, smooth tonal transitions, and enable faster, smarter autofocus decisions. In fast-moving environments, whether chaotic sports arenas or unpredictable wildlife habitats, smarter subject logic saves both frames and mental energy, allowing photographers to focus on composition rather than camera limitations. Ergonomics and usability have always been critical for Canon's flagship mirrorless cameras. For the Canon R3 Mark II, expectations point toward upgrades in the viewfinder. Early information suggests a 5.76 million OLED EVF, likely inspired by the EOS R1, with low latency and a smooth refresh rate. This would make long shooting sessions more comfortable and allow for precise tracking of fast-moving subjects. iControl AF 2.00 is also rumored, potentially offering even more refined AI-driven autofocus logic. By combining intuitive eye tracking with advanced subject recognition, the R3 Mark II could handle crowded stadium scenes or unpredictable wildlife movement with unprecedented accuracy. For professionals, this translates to reduced fatigue, fewer missed shots, and more controlled shooting. Video capabilities, though secondary for most R3 users, remain a consideration. Hybrid shooters, those who need to deliver both stills and video, require consistent, reliable performance rather than flashy headline specs. Rumors indicate the Canon R3 Mark II could support high-resolution internal recording and professional codecs, maintaining heat management and stability for long takes. 6K high frame rate recording would make sense for agencies needing simultaneous still and motion content. Canon's color science consistency across photo and video modes ensures smooth workflows for hybrid shooters, avoiding the frustration of mismatched color grading between modes. The debate around resolution continues. Some photographers want extra megapixels for cropping flexibility, while others prioritize burst speed and responsiveness above all. The Canon R3 Mark II will need to strike the right balance. If the resolution increases too much, it could compromise responsiveness and buffer depth, undermining the camera's purpose as a performance focus tool. Comparing Canon to competitors further clarifies this. Sony clearly separates lines for different purposes, while Nikon blends them but defines roles. Canon has historically allowed some overlap, providing flexibility for professional users, but this also demands clarity. The R3 Mark II must justify its existence through speed, reliability, and ergonomics, rather than by chasing numbers alone. Build quality remains non-negotiable. The original R3 felt dense, dependable, and capable of handling extreme conditions. Weather sealing, shutter durability, and balance when paired with RF super telephoto lenses are critical. Professionals rely on muscle memory, and Canon seems aware that drastic changes in body design can disrupt familiarity in high-pressure environments. Early indicators suggest the R3 Mark II will maintain the trusted design philosophy of the original, with refinements where necessary to accommodate enhanced components, such as an upgraded processor or EVF. Pricing expectations suggest a modest increase over the original R3, likely landing in the mid to high $7,000 range. While significant, this cost is justifiable for working professionals who value reliability above all. A camera that consistently performs without surprises reduces stress, increases confidence, and ultimately earns its price tag. For the target audience, trust and dependability matter more than absolute cost. In summation, the Canon R3 Mark II feels like a logical and grounded evolution rather than a radical departure. Its core purpose is likely to remain speed-focused, with improvements in sensor readout, AI-driven autofocus, EVF quality, and hybrid video capabilities. The camera's ultimate success will hinge on how well Canon balances these upgrades with the practical needs of professionals in sports, wildlife, and photojournalism. If executed correctly, the R3 Mark II could solidify Canon's leadership in performance-oriented mirrorless cameras. It's also important to remember that flagship cameras of this caliber prove themselves in the field, not in marketing hype. Real-world testing, user experience, and consistent results will determine whether the Canon R3 Mark II becomes the standard-bearer for its category. While rumors provide exciting hints, grounded expectations ensure we evaluate the camera for what it can deliver to professionals rather than what the specifications imply on paper. Ultimately, the Canon R3 Mark II represents more than just an upgrade. It is Canon's opportunity to reinforce trust and leadership in the high-performance mirrorless category. For sports, wildlife, and photojournalism professionals, it could become the camera that balances speed, reliability, and real-world usability without compromise. Until the official launch, speculation is compelling, but grounded analysis will be the key to understanding whether this camera is truly the right tool for the most demanding shooters. That concludes our breakdown. Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you found this analysis useful, give it a like and subscribe for more updates on Canon cameras and professional gear.